I love this time of year. It's nice, it's getting cold out, the air is getting crisp, and people are happy. So happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate, do it with happiness, do it with joy. I have the day off. I just set up some lights and stuff outside for Christmas. The kids are starting to get gifts from Amazon delivered, so our house looks like it's a warehouse or a distribution center. I wanted to take a little bit of time to go take a walk in the woods. I'm getting a little hungry because I've been out for a while putting stuff together. So I'm going to pack a bag, throw some stuff in it, and hopefully we'll get a fire and we'll get a little bit something to eat. Hey everybody! All right, we're back in the woods. There's some trees around here that I was talking about before. There's a lot of dead stuff falling. Should make some good firewood. I'm going to pull a bunch of this stuff down, walk back into the woods. There's a ton of stuff that's fallen, so I'm gonna walk around, find some stuff to break up. I'll just clear a space out in the woods, maybe get some rocks to build a little fire pit, and then we'll get this started. I'm not super far in the woods because I do have some stuff that I need to do later, so I can't trek my way in there. But I did find something that was pretty cool. There actually is some old birch way back here. Look at this log. So it's fallen. I have no idea what this is. I always assumed it was some sort of... I initially thought it was like... big poison ivy, just because of how it's... If you look at it here, it looks like it was very supple. So it grew into something and fell over. See it? How it fell over and then just lying on the ground and it goes back up. So I'm always very hesitant to use it for anything to make a fire with, because I don't know if there's any sort of resin back in it, and I just don't want to mess with it and get poison ivy or something. But the whole thing is swaying with the wind. But it is an old fallen. It looks like either yellow birch or this is like a sugar or sweet birch or something. Take a look at it. So, the bark looks very birchy to me. So I'll take some of that, see if I can help, see if that'll help get a fire started. But it's still, it's old, and it's just sort of rotting. So I'm not sure how much of the resin is left in it. But we can probably still use it for to start after we've sparked a little flame. So I'm gonna go back out to where I collected all those grasses last time, get a lot more of it, create a much bigger bundle to spark the fire, and I will bring you back once I have that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, before I go get those grasses, I'm going to sort of set up a base camp, and I'll just set up right by where those fallen logs are, because it'll give me a lot of sort of easy spot to gather all the wood, to get some more fuel if I need it. So I'm just going to clear a spot right here, and I'll bring everything here. Done. I just took a big handful, wrapped them around together, tried to sort of weave them inside of it so it would stay in a bundle. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab some of the birch bark and I'll scrape a bunch of the inside of it to create a fine dust, and I'll use that as sort of an initial ignition. And once I get a small flame, that should catch the grass quickly. And then I'm going to grab a bunch of small twigs and put those on the side, and then I'll get other, slightly larger twigs, small branches, and throw those on and just build it up more and more. And I still need to get some rocks to reflect it and build something that I can put a little grill on, because I brought a tiny little grill, but it's not gonna, I don't want to just throw it on the coals, because I want to make it so the steak and the eggs, which are in my pocket, so that they can cook and not just immediately burn. Okay, so what I've done is I've collected a bunch of the grasses. I made that little nest, as you can see. I cut up a bunch of, or broke up a bunch of wood, and in the area there's actually all these little, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but they're super dry. They snap off with just a little bit of your fingertips, and they have these tiny little ends that catch pretty easily, pretty quickly. So I'm going to break those up, put it into a tiny little ball, and put it in the middle, and then try and get this started. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just mashing this up in my hand to make lots of tiny, fine little particles. And then I'm going to put it all together. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow it all away. Right in the middle. And hopefully some of the birch bark that I collected on there. Oh, getting smoked out. Ah. It looks like it's catching. There we go. I don't want to smother it, but at the same time, I want to keep feeding it fuel so it can grow. Yeah, it looks like it's caught. There's clearly some wet stuff in there. All right, I'm gonna stoke it up a little bit more, put some more logs on, some more stuff on, and then get some rocks. And set up the grill. Success! Ugh. There's quite a bit of smoke coming out of, or steam, I guess, coming out of some of these sticks. It's kind of crazy. I mean, they're dry. At least when I pick them up, they're dry. Ah, so yes. I brought. Come, look. I brought 2 eggs. I wrapped them in foil so I could just stick them near the fire. Probably just. I want to find somewhere warm but not too hot. Because I've never cooked eggs like that. Figured why not try it. So I'm gonna throw them near the fire, maybe over there where the rocks are. I'm gonna go get some more rocks and then cook them up. Oh, I'm getting smoked out. Ah. More rocks. Figure out the best way to situate the grill. I mean, I'll have to let this burn down. It's got to burn down because you just don't want to cook it right over. Maybe you do want to cook it over an open fire, but it's usually better to let it burn down some coals, some nice hot coals. So that's what I'll do. And you know, you can't have a nice, not even 11 o'clock, you can't have a nice, oh no, that is frozen. Neshaminy Creek Brewing Company. Mud Bank Milk Stout. Yum. You know, guys, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I'm not, you know, Joe Robinette. I subscribe to his videos. I think he's great. And I'm so sorry about Scout. Oh man, that sucks. He was a great dog, part of the family. I've had dogs before, and they really are part of the family. We don't right now because my mother-in-law watches the kids when my wife and I are at work, and they're out of school. And she just does not like dogs. She's afraid of them. And if I get a dog, I want a big dog, German Shepherd, something like that. And so we can't get one right now. I do really want one. At some point, I'm sure I'll get one. But what I was saying before was, I do, you know, I'm not trained in this at all. Like I said before. So the fire makes you very happy. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I started recording this one. Camp chair. I love this thing. I've taken it so many places. Whenever there's like a parade in town for 4th of July or something like that, it's great. I take it because it weighs next to nothing. It's not big and bulky, and everybody that sees it wants one. That's always nice, right? So maybe I'll tell you about what I actually do. I work for when I'm not doing this kind of stuff, I work for a finance company, and it's good. I get, my eggs are burning. I think they're burning. I have no idea, like, when to tell. I mean, I know when they're done, when they're, boiling in a pot, but this is just a little different than that. So this one's gonna be just a little bit of trial and error, for sure. It's hot. Yeah, so I work in a big city. Big city. And I enjoy it. But this is where I like being. I brought a headband with me so I could make shavings and stuff and throw it in there, and I had immediate access to them when I got the fire ready. I split up some stuff between scenes, made everything a little easier. I should keep that. Put this stuff up here. Here's my little Expedition Research grill. So I don't know, maybe I'll dig a little pit here, or I'll just find another bigger rock, put them together and put it on it and cook my steak. So I can have steak and eggs like a fancy boy. Here's my steak. Organic ribeye. I'm eating very healthy. And oh, I have a GoPro. Thanks, Mom. It's actually my mom's GoPro, but she doesn't really use it, and I was asking her if I could borrow it so I could do some recording on this if I needed to. It's a Hero 5, so it'll get some pretty good recording. And she has like 1,000 attachments she gave me. It's like there's like a little black backpack with some green in it, and all this stuff, all the GoPro stuff was in like little pink bags. So thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna go look for another rock that I can set, I guess, next to this. Well, that one actually works. Yeah, that works. Yeah. That'll work. And then once I get this, once it becomes coals, I'll rake it in, or I'll just push it down and then move the rocks in and cook my steak. Yum. I'm excited. So I'm sitting here just thinking, while the fire is burning, how blessed I really am. I have a beautiful wife, 2 wonderful little girls, and the ability to, well, do this, obviously, Um, and I have a subscriber, so thank you very much, sir. I had a couple views on the last one. Tell your friends. We might be able to double the number of views, and I appreciate everything. Obviously, I would love to do this full time, do it more often, because being outside is just so nice. But I am blessed, and I get to enjoy watching other people do it. Like I said, Joe, Sean James, those crazy Canadians, Matthew Posa. He's really good. I like him. He's hilarious. He doesn't even have to be outside, and I'll watch his episodes. Him and those crazy dogs. Another reason I need to get a dog. It's more entertaining. I'm sure you get more views whenever there's a dog. I'm sure someone can look at it and say, look at the statistics and say, if you have a dog, you get, twice as many views or more hits or something. But no, I just want to say how lucky I am. I recognize that I'm lucky to be able to do this. Live where we live. Just be, have freedom. Have the ability to just go out here and do that. And, be responsible with it. But just enjoy life. Enjoy the small things. That's all. Go, bro. My eyes. Okay. Don't judge me. It hurts. Oh, I'm the worst at cutting onions. Oh my god, I'm the worst at cutting onions. Whenever we do anything, I tell my wife she has to cut the onions. Whenever we make like chili or something, she has to cut the onions. Because I'm a very sensitive boy. I wonder if the eggs are done. Yeah, not yet. So I will. I guess why not? Right? I can't get near it. The fire is thwarting me. I gave you life. Why do you hate me so? I know it's probably my fault. I'm putting things in the wrong position, and so everything's like blowing into my face and then blowing that way. It's unhelpful. But hey, man, I made fire. I'm just happy about that. Yep, it's closer. Not that hot. Okay. Go away. It's terrible. I'm terrible. Look at my eyes. I'm crying. Ugh. Okay, let's start this. It's hot. Yum. I'll pick it. No. I'm gonna make this easy. Good thing we've got a knife. I wonder. I wonder. I did not plan this part, but I did. You know what that is? Go ahead, smell it. It's delicious. It's Montreal steak spice, of course. It's the same thing that everybody uses because it's perfect on everything. I will probably put it on the egg. Like, that's how delicious it is. It's like Mike's Red Hot. I put it on everything. Except, oh, that, not quite, but almost. I put that on everything. Alright, gotta heat up. I literally just bought this morning. Just for you guys. And me, of course. Because I'm eating it. That. Oh, you hear that? You hear that, right? You hear that. You see that. I'll take that away. Ruins the shot. You hear that. I know you hear that. Because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Add some more spice on that. That'll throw away, but I have a bag. This, I'll just wipe my hands with. Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny. I put the steak on and it stopped smoking me out. I don't know if it's just timing or maybe it was the steak is occupying a space now that... Oh, no, never mind. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let that cook. And I'll bring you back when it's done. Don't look at me like that. I forgot a spoon or spork. I forgot a fork. A spork. So, I got a stick, right? That'll work. I'll just use it to poke it, stop it. And a knife. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all a man ever needs. A boy and his stick and his knife. That's a story, right? There's a story about that, I'm sure. Why wouldn't there be a story about that? That sounds awesome. So I'm just going to clean off the stick. Almost done. And I'll thin it down. Oh, plastic bag somewhere. The eggs were in. Ba-bam. I did not do that, did I? I'm sorry, Joe. That's your trademark. I won't say that again. Don't sue me. What am I saying? He's never even going to see this. You know, I figured he was probably a good guy. But maybe some people are just mean on the internet. I don't like that. Why can't we all just get along? Just be nice to each other. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt anybody just to be nice. Luckily, I don't have to worry about that, guys. Because you, my subscriber, my 7 viewers, you guys are nice. You're nice people. Right? Right. I almost forgot. Mudbig Milk Stout. And I can't say the name of the brewery. I'm sorry. Neshaminy Creek. Is that right? It's probably still frozen. Ah! Oh, well. A little icy, but it's still very good. So I'll drink it. It's literally like drinking a milk stout icy. So I'm gonna set that down by the fire. Got my egg and my steak. Steak and eggs in the morning. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm never quite sure which footage to use, so I just record way too much and then put some of it on there and hope it makes a story and hope it makes sense. I was recording on the GoPro, so that might be right before this. It might not be because the magic. Wow, hold on. Steak, look. I think it's, can you see it? Can you see it? I think it's on fire. Oh no. I think this egg was, I have no idea. Look at it. I destroyed it, didn't I? I don't think you saw anything at all. My egg. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. That one's destroyed. That one's done. Well, actually, maybe you can just brush it. Ah, don't fall. Maybe just brush it off. Right? Walk it off. Egg. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna let that cool. This egg's actually fine. So this is good. This one I'll eat. Alright, I'm gonna push some of the coals out so I don't totally burn the steak. Doesn't look bad. For being on a completely uncontrolled fire, it looks pretty good. Here, take a look. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. I mean, it's still a tad raw, but I'm getting hungry. Yeah, that still needs to cook. That's better. I'll just move it over a little bit. Ah, or not. I need two hands. We're on a tree. I should move you more in frame. Or I should move myself more in frame. Alright, hold on. Keep a tidy camp, folks. A tidy camp. Especially when you're doing stuff like this. Just keep a small fire. Nothing more than you need. Nice bed of coals. I attached my GoPro to a stick because I couldn't find like a stand for it. So, but it works. It stands. Wait, I don't know if you can see that. It stands. That's why I make the medium box. My trash bag. Keep it clean, folks. Keep it clean. Jack it off the ground. Let's put it on the ground. What is this? Not bad. It's coming along. Yes. Yes, that did happen. No, I'm not gonna edit it now. I don't care. It looks delicious. It's just a little dirt, right? Walk it off. Walk it off. don't have to worry about the stick being on the ground anymore. Nice hot coals. A little warmer. Warmer. Hotter. Let's get this in there. Get some coals in there. It's supposed to cool up too. In case we need it, we shouldn't. Sit and wait, I guess. That's honesty, folks. That's what you get. Honesty. Honesty and crying. Like some of it's super thin, and I think that's what really lit. That's what really kept the fire going this time. Some of it's not though. Some of it is just. I guess it got the back of the bark too. Look, I'll show you. Where's the, there it is. See, some of this is like super thin and all curled up. And then some of it's just thick because it's got like the extra bark on it. So, I don't know. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. I'm actually surprised that there's actually... I almost stepped on the egg. There's a lot of it out here. It's just old, and I don't think it's very good. Okay, bye. It is 11:42, which means it's 12:42 somewhere in Canada. Also, Brazil, I think Brazil's an area too. Some South American countries are. Okay, I'm trying to flip this together. And not drop it on the floor. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Not that. Oh yeah, that's not. It's medium well, which I don't really like. I like it rare, but it's the first time I've cooked on an open fire like this, so I want to make sure it was good. So I have my egg, I have a steak, I have steak and eggs.
Well, that's really good. That's really good. Thank you. We'll go back to you in a little bit.
Oh my goodness, guys, that's so good. I'm not done. Just a little left. It is so good. It's probably just because it's super fresh. Like I just bought it, just cooked it, I'm eating it now. But the beer with it, take a sip of the beer, have some mistake, I don't know what it does, but there's some sort of flavor that it adds to it that, holy cow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna clean up camp, pack everything up, and then go inside and just other stuff. I gotta pick up my daughter soon. My other daughter's actually home. She's in pre-K, and she has it 3 days a week, and this isn't one of them. But my mother-in-law is watching her, so I'll go in there. I'll say hi. Maybe I'll take them lunch or something. But I want to say thank you very much for watching the video. Please like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. I really do love doing this, and I really like to share it with you guys. I'd love to get a bunch of subscribers. I want to get up a lot more videos. I'll be off in a couple weeks, so I'll probably do a few more videos then. Maybe I'll get one of my friends to come along. I'd love to do an overnighter. I don't know if it's in the cards. It's getting pretty cold out. I don't really have the gear for cold night stuff, but we'll see what happens. So again, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Tell your friends, subscribe, like, comment. Please comment. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. Thanks. Bye.